Hi, I'm Marsha Kristen. Welcome to my channel. This is Heart Connected Communication. And this is where you get to learn life-changing communication and relationship skills that will help to support growth and change for yourself, your relationships, and will really help make the world a better place. Hi, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through a guided meditation or visualization that I have called Awakening a Compassionate Witness or a Compassionate Presence. And this is going to help you really have a sense of being able to bring in compassion in a way that also holds the truth. I think often we think of compassion as being lenient or passive, when actually when we really get connected and have that grounding, a safe place to explore, then we're increasing our capacity to be with whatever feelings are coming through, whatever the weather system of our internal landscape is. And I find this practice is super helpful as we learn new habits, as we cope with life. So this can be possibly one of your tools in your toolbox that's a coping strategy. So let's get to the heart of it. I know there's a lot going on right now and there's a lot of videos being offered out there, but I was out today on a walk and I started to realize that this practice of cultivating a compassionate witness has been really important to me, and that's really supported me. So it's something that I wanted to share. It certainly could be seen as a spiritual practice or just a simple meditation. And it is quite dear to me in many ways, and something that just came to me, I think, through my years of practicing self-exploration and a lot of the nonviolent communication that I've been learning and practicing, and many other pieces from knowledgeable folks and traditions that are certainly remixed into here too. So if you're willing, it may take a few minutes of your time, and maybe at some point you can do it yourself or write it off in your own words, or even record it in your own voice, or maybe have a visual that represents it. So I just invite you to kind of come into some type of mindful presence. You might want to be in a place where you could have an uninterrupted time. And I'm inviting you to just follow your breath in whatever way it comes, no particular way that you need to breathe. You can feel your feet on the ground or your back against a chair, and really just check in with yourself what it feels like to be present. My invitation is that you can have a soft gaze. You can close your eyes and just listen to my voice and feel what it's like to be breathing, present in this moment, just checking in with yourself, what needs it might meet for you to follow this guided meditation, and really being a choice to follow whatever your heart's calling for at that time. So I'm going to leave some silence so you can settle and arrive. And maybe it's more comfortable for you to listen to the sounds or any smells around you, or feel of your clothing against your skin. And with that, the invitation is to imagine you're in a calm place. Bring to mind a peaceful setting, and imagine that you're holding something precious. Maybe it's a beautiful flower, or a rock that you found, or a memoir from something or someone. Maybe it's a cute little puppy or baby chick, or maybe even holding this precious new baby. Whatever it is, imagine gazing at this that you're holding and cradling with awe and wonder, feeling really the preciousness of that being. Just gazing and seeing the miracle of this life, the divinity, the beauty. Notice what it feels like in your body to look with this joy and awe and wonder. You can take a few conscious breaths, slower if you'd like on the exhale, in this vision. Really getting a sense of the innocence and the joy that you're looking down with, that awe, this miracle. And you're looking at this being with a sense of wonder, the sense that there is unconditional love, inherent worth. And take a moment to put your attention on how it feels. Do you feel a warmth, an opening, a smile, joy, curiosity? Maybe you're more space for breathing, a release of tension, a sigh. And now the invitation is to cultivate this vision and this sense of a compassionate being holding you. Bring to your third eye or into this vision your sense of a compassionate witness. And just see what emerges. It could be maybe Mother Earth. It could be a person, living or no longer living on this earth. It could be an animal, a divine being, a prophetic person, maybe a role model, Gandhi, or Buddha, Nelson Mandela, could be Mother Mary, could be Jehovah, could be a god or goddess. Even your true self, maybe a guardian, or a golden pool of light, a star, or nature. Whatever is a felt sense of this compassionate presence that is far bigger than you. Could be love itself, or the universe, science. Really allow to see what arises, what emerges for you. Really expanding the vision, noticing colors, feeling the presence of this compassionate witness, where it's surrounding you, cradling you, looking down at you with awe and wonder and acceptance, where you can really surrender into nurturance, knowing that it can hold all that's in your heart, all that's in the world. And now the invitation if you'd like, is to experiment with adding a sense of touch. You might touch your hand with a compassionate touch, as if something is coming from your own compassionate witness. Touch of your hands. You can do that now. See what it feels like to be touched with compassion. You might try putting your hand on your cheek, even at this time. You can imagine a hand on your cheek. That sense of dear one, sweetheart. How does this feel? This embodiment of the compassionate witness. Does it give you a sense of being held with care and acceptance, gentleness? You can even try putting your hand on your heart. Breathing in that sense of compassionate witness. Or maybe hand on your shoulder, or a soft hug. Take the time to feel just what it feels like to bring in touch, especially at a time where that's more challenging right now with our social distancing and our sheltering at home out of care. Just checking in, what might come? How does it feel? And it's okay if morning comes or you're just are touched by this. Whatever comes, confusion, joy, relaxation. Have that sense of being surrounded, both sides, in front, behind, who's got your back, who walks alongside, above, the infinite, below, the solid ground, and those who go before, those who will come. And have this compassion find a place in your heart, maybe as a warm glow. How does this feel to have compassion accessible and always in your heart? You can imagine those who walked alongside you, the wise ones at your back. The field of love you stand on, the capacity of Mother Earth and the field of love to hold our pain and our celebrations. Above your head, whatever you see is more powerful than you. The 7 generations ahead that will lead the way. You can even imagine that you are your own loving parent or your ideal self, or whatever continues that sense of compassion surrounding. You can spread it out to those you care for and expand it like a warm blanket over those you care for. I'll leave some silence for you just to have some time to take this in, and you can always pause the recording to have as much time as you want. And when it's time to close, you can imagine handing over any burden that you want to give to be lifted up or to be carried by this compassionate presence. Or you can remember just what it's like to be held in that and to know it's always there in your heart. And in your own time, you can return your gaze or open your eyes. Thank you so much for sharing this practice. And if you're so motivated, you can send it on to someone you care about or someone you imagine may enjoy some support. Thank you so much.